Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. I recently did a video talking about the upcoming changes Capcom has been making to Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, and one in particular involving censorship being celebrated by some, chastised by other, criticized and whatnot. Well, looks like Capcom has come out and given a genuine, thoughtful, absolutely 100% true explanation as to why they changed. Explains. In this article from That Park Place, good old John F. Trent doing the heavy lifting for a lot of us out here, Capcom explains why they removed rewarding players for particular photographs in Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Yes, I'm going to say particular photographs because I tried to do a video using all the words and it kept getting ad restricted, so work with me here. As reported by Famitsu, the player character Frank West is able to earn prestige points by taking photos in the game. Famitsu noted, the more highly rated the photos taken, the more prestige points you will get. These prestige points can be used to level up West and increase his stats, including attack strength, stamina, item lock. It also appears you can purchase skills with the points as well, but we already know that. I just feel like talking. In the original game, players were rewarded prestige points by taking particular photos of various ladies' characters in the game. This included photos of bare body parts. We'll go with that. How about that? Undies and more. Translation by Deep L. Famitsu notes, quote, "The work does not have the evaluation point," that word, "that existed in the original version, therefore taking it out from the original game." So this is not a remaster. This is a change to the game. Stop calling it a remaster. You're changing the game. Almost, one could say, censoring the game. Gamers are tired of this. Stop it. Let's keep going. Capcom issued a statement to VG247 explaining their decision. And we believe them, folks, right? Let's see what they have to say. When developing Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, developing it, you're not developing it, you're remastering it. You're taking everything that's already there and making it look prettier. You're not developing anything. Anyway, we tried our best to create a game. Create. Oh, you keep using these words. I do not think they mean what you think they mean. Create a game that would please returning core fans. You failed miserably. You're actually turning people away. Turning core fans away with one censorship, one change after another, after another, after another. What else is next? And appeal to new players alike. You know, that make-believe modern audience out there. Where are they? Are they spending money? Are they buying your games? The answer is no, folks. We already know that. As development progressed, we inevitably discovered that we couldn't include everything from the original game. Why? It's a very simple question. Why not? Why couldn't you include everything in the game? What could possibly be their explanation? Specifically addressing the points awarded for particular photographs, Capcom said, quote, "In the case of particular point system, this was something we discussed at length and decided to remove. Kowtowing to the modern audience ideological nonsense of people who will never buy your game. The only effect they have on the bottom line is to make it look worse and worse with each passing release. This was something we discussed at length and had decided to remove, not so much as a response to the changing cultural climate." Go ahead and press X to doubt, folks, because that is a bold-face lie. And everyone can see through it. Absolutely everyone. It's nonsense. But because we felt there is no need to have a reward system on this basis. And yet it was in the game and players thought it was enjoyable. It was fun. It was funny because of its nonsensical nature of being in a zombie survival game. That was the attraction. I know I keep bringing this up, but did you take the lawnmowers out of the game too? I wonder. Probably not. The company added additionally, when considering Frank's situation that nobody gave a rat's ass about in the first game, it is not an appropriate reward for survival and not a skill required of a journalist trying to stay alive for the next 72 hours during a zombie apocalypse. You mean kind of like the first game that you're supposed to be just remastering? You leave it as it is and make it look better. I do not leave what was in the game because it was appealing in the original game. The quote continues, however, players will still have the right to choose their picture subjects freely, and even though they won't receive points, it's up to them to decide what photos they will take to represent their journey, it concluded. Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. Sure, people will not be able to take pictures. If you're not going to get a reward for taking the picture, why would you take the picture? The only reason people were taking pictures of the particular photographs was to get rewards. Fun, funny, nonsensical thing to have in the game. That's what most achievements are in a game, most little reward systems. When you are making a parody of a video game, you do it in a way that is fun, funny, and enjoyable. I wonder what other people are thinking in this little artery. Yes, Nicolaitis? Okay, I call bullshit. Easily. They got scared of the and some SBI-like group consulting with them and told them not to do it. Yes, well, apparently Capcom, word is, people are talking about this, Capcom's just on that path all by themselves. More and more of these developers, do they even need the consultancy companies, these so-called consultancy groups, to come in and change things around for them? It's happening more and more, and I've seen a few people talking about it. It's another video I'm going to be making very, very soon, that we yearn for the destruction of all video games. What will we have to play? I've mentioned it before. Gamers have hundreds, most of them, a good bit of them. We have a massive backlog of video games that we can go back and play. We also have old classic games that we enjoy playing. You're going to tell me that you're taking this particular photograph system, reward system out of the game, but we're going to go after a horde of zombies with a lawnmower, with a baseball bat, with other nonsensical things to get achievements and get rewards in the game. I don't know. As I said, press X to doubt, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think of this nonsense? With all the edits and the censorship, I talked about the one on the live stream Sunday night. No, Wednesday night. I forget what day it is. About, or was it Sunday night? Work with me. Another one of the bosses, they have taken out his particular speech patterns, calling Frank a Viet Cong. Why would they take that out? I would see it as the boss going through a little bit of PTSD based on everything going on around him, the zombie apocalypse, and wondering, just kind of snapping and going back to those days that affected him. I got to be careful with my words. I don't want to get demonetized. I don't want the video to get censored. But you know what I mean. Changing the bosses in a remastered game over and over again, who exactly is going to appeal to? You're doing nothing more than turning the original fans away, the people who would actually go and buy this game, because in and of itself, the game is silly. Silly nonsense. It's a classic parody of, of going into a mall, killing a bunch of zombies in a whole bunch of different ways. I played it very briefly when it originally came out, and it was fun. The photography system was based on Frank's character. The reward system was based on some interesting photographs and some nonsensical photographs. Why wouldn't you keep it in the game? This is not a remaster. It's more of it's like a Final Fantasy VII remaster, if you want to call it that. They're changing the game, they're changing the mechanics, and taking out things that they deem as problematic, regardless of whatever statement they're putting in. Like I said, press X to doubt. They're full of it. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Leave a like, leave a dislike, do all those nifty little things that YouTubers beg you to do, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.